morning, everyone, and welcome to Think Future. My name's Chris Kalaboukis, and once again, we're coming at you live from deep in the heart of Silicon Valley, California. We're talking innovation startups, the future, not necessarily those, and not necessarily in that order. If you're watching on YouTube, smack that subscribe button and hit that bell so you'll be notified when a new show comes online. And if you're listening on your favorite podcast service, please subscribe and please drop a note on Apple Podcasts. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Now, I say innovation startups in the future, but pretty much all we're talking about nowadays is AI, because that's what everyone talks about. It's almost like if you're not talking about AI, if you're not doing something about AI, then nobody wants to know. So I was surfing around the other day and I found this channel. It had 2 videos on it. 2 videos. Well, maybe it was 3. And they had over 1 million views each. And what were these videos? These videos were how to use AI tools to create faceless YouTube videos that make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And of course, why wouldn't anybody be interested in that, right? Everyone knows what a faceless video is. A faceless video is for those of us who don't want to get in front of the camera, like I am, the ones who are camera shy, and they want to create, everyone wants to make a lot of money, and nobody wants to actually have to do any work, right? Nobody wants to actually have to create any content to make that kind of money, because everybody knows that if you start creating content like I am, I don't know what show I'm on, 700 something, this takes a lot of time. It takes time every week to create this content for you guys. Nobody wants to do that, right? People want the easy way out. They want to be able to sit down at their computer, tap a few things, and suddenly a whole slew of YouTube videos with highly monetizable YouTube videos just spew out onto their YouTube channel with no work on their part. That's basically what it's asking for. But of course, you watch the video and there's a crap load of work you have to do. A crap load. You have to go to ChatGPT and say, what are people interested in? And it'll find out. It'll say, give me some titles, and it'll create them. It'll say, write out the scripts. Write out the scripts. It'll go, okay, let's go to Vocaroo or some other service that changes text to sound. They got to do that. Then you got to create videos on the fly. There's programs that do that. So it lays out to go from beginning to end how to create this channel, and all the way from researching the channel to getting the videos out. And I think to myself, wow, that is an awful lot of work for someone to do. And the thing is that they make all of these promises about how these things are going to be highly monetizable, and they make all that kind of money. And I'm like, this is just junk AI content. It's not real. Human beings are not creating it. So it's probably not even going to be very well ranked. But those particular videos, how to make a lot of money, how to create faceless videos, how to do all this work and make all this money for nothing, those have plenty of views. So I was thinking about this, and I thought to myself, is it cheating to use AI? Are you cheating when you use AI? And it brought me back, way back, to when I used to run a bulletin board system. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with bulletin board systems, they're the precursor of message forums. So like things like 4chan, things like Reddit, the precursor to those things. Somebody would actually use a phone and a modem to dial into a place and post things, and people would reply, and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, one of the tactics. So back then, it was very difficult to get people to come to your website or come to your BBS because, people had to call. Sometimes it was a long distance. So to try and drum up business on these websites, why am I saying websites? On these BBSs, people would log in and they would create fake accounts, and they would create fake controversies between these fake accounts. They would have these accounts argue with each other, but it was just the sysop of the BBS, or the systems operator of the BBS, so like the sysadmin or the person or the blog poster, would go in and they would create comments from these fake people. So they would create a bunch of fake people, and they would give these people names, and they would have these flaming arguments between these two people, and it was all created by the blog owner. So if you came across this website or this BBS, you saw these arguments going on. Go, wow, this is really cool. There's lots of stuff and action going on here. I'm going to join this argument. I'm going to join this. And at the time, I remember as a BBS operator, it was perfectly normal for us to do that kind of thing. I think it was called seeding the forums. It was a lie. It was a cheat, right? We were creating fake users, and we were creating fake comments, and they were having fake flame wars, but it was really compelling. We caught people on the social proof aspect, because people were looking at that. We're going, wow, there's a really good conversation going on here. We better join. And that was years ago, years and years ago, pre-internet, pre-blogs, pre-message forums, pre-Reddit, pre-4chan, pre-all of this stuff. And now I'm thinking to myself, if we did that back then to try and seed things, to create a fake reality that there was actually action happening on these BBSs, in this era, it's 1,000 times easier for us to do something like that. It might be more difficult to do it on a site like YouTube. You may have to actually pay somebody who has a bunch of people sitting in other countries actually going on YouTube and creating fake accounts and doing the views and the comments, etc. But when it comes to sort of little blogs and Amazon and stuff like that, you can have people come on and create fake accounts, and you can pay people to create fake accounts. You can go on Fiverr and say, hey, can you create a bunch of... There's plenty of people saying, hey, I'll create a bunch of fake accounts and fake interviews. They won't say fake. They'll say real reviews for you, just to seed your page. Seed your page. Cheating. It's cheating. We cheated back then, and it worked. And I'll bet you anything, there's so much cheating happening now. It's part of the whole dead internet theory too. I mean, how many followers does Elon Musk really have? How many followers does Joe Biden really have? How much of those are bots? That's cheating. It's cheating. So I ask you now, is it cheating for you to use AI to create those users? Is it cheating for you to use AI to create new headlines for your blog? Is it cheating to use AI to create new blog posts? Is it cheating to create new comments via AI? Is it cheating for you to precede your blog with thousands of comments and flame wars and blog posts by AI just to get your blog in a position where Google will even notice you? Is that cheating, or is that par for the course for today? Is that cheating, or is that table stakes for the app or the website or the content producer of today? Do these content producers that are out there, these influencers like Mr. Beast, etc., did they really, really start off with nothing and became viral sensations? Or did they pay to seed? Did somebody pay to seed? Did they seed themselves? How much seeding was actually going on, aka cheating? So I ask you, nowadays, in an era where you can go to ChatGPT anytime you want and create fake customers, you can create users, you can create comments from users, you can create blog posts, you can create titles of blog posts, you can do everything through AI with just giving it a prompt. And then you can take those things and create blogs, seed those blogs as if there was lots of people on them, and get people to go look at them, and then maybe use that as the base table stakes to go shooting into the stratosphere when they see so much social proof on your website that there's really people in there talking to each other and flaming each other. Is it okay to do that nowadays? And personally, I'm thinking that it is. It might be okay to do that nowadays. Those might be table stakes. It may be table stakes for us to start cheating using AI. If you haven't done it already, maybe I'm the idiot who hasn't been doing it. Maybe I'm the only one who isn't cheating using AI. Maybe all of you out there already know that that's the only way to become a viral sensation, is to seed, aka cheat, by creating huge numbers of unreal users, let's not call them fake, unreal users, using AI, unreal blog posts, unreal content, unreal users, unreal comments. Is that where we are today? Is the internet really full of bots and fake people? Is there truly no reality left on the internet? That's it for me for today. See you next time, and until then, don't forget to think future.